Welcome student on another video lecture. Topic is biosynthetic pathway. Precursor product sequence method is the second technique, tracer technique or method which is used. In this method, the presumed precursor of the constituent under investigation on label form is fed into the plant for suitable time period. So the precursor in this method, the precursor of the constituent which is under investigation, that is on the label form, is fed into the plant. So labeled compound with precursor, it is fed into the plant and it is for suitable period of time. Later, the constituent produced in the plant are isolated, purified and its radioactivity is determined. So after the constituents are formed in the plant, they are produced in the plant, these constituents they are isolated or separated. After separation, they are purified, and after purification the radioactivity of that compound is determined. How they are isolated, what are the different techniques of isolation, purification and how the radioactivity is measured, we have already discussed in detail in our previous lectures. So today I am not going to tell it in detail, but first thing is the precursor with label compound that is fed into the plant, and after feeding into the plant, then it will produce the constituent. That constituents are isolated. After isolation they are purified, and after purification the radioactivity of that compound is determined in case of precursor product sequence method. Now when this method is used, it is having certain disadvantages. Sometimes the radioactivity of isolated compound alone is not usually sufficient evidence that the precursor fed during the study is a direct precursor. So sometimes the isolated compound radioactivity is not sufficient evidence for this tracer technique, and it is due to the fact that the compound may enter the general biogenetic pathway. So that compound which is isolated compound alone is not a sufficient evidence that the precursor fed during the study is a direct precursor. If the precursor is used during the study is direct precursor, then the isolated compound radioactivity is not sufficient, and in that the compound may enter the general biogenetic pathway and get distributed randomly through the array of phytochemical constituent. So what will happen, the compound which is inserted or incorporated, it will enter into the general biogenetic pathway which is followed by the plant, and it will get randomly distributed throughout the plant in the different phytochemical constituent. In such cases, further proof can be obtained from the studies by incorporating precursors from double and triple labeling experiment. So in such cases, for proper investigation of biogenesis of that particular constituent, in that case double and triple labeling experiments are also performed. For example, anamycin is an alkaloid obtained from Nicotiana glauca. Nicotiana glauca is a plant, and from which the alkaloid which is obtained, that is anamycin, and the precursor which is used is a lysine which forms piperidine ring. So lysine is the precursor used for that, and it will form piperidine ring. The radioactive label lysine, that carbon isotope is used, C14 and nitrogen 15, and the positions are 2 and 6 respectively, and was fed into the Nicotiana glauca. So radioactive compound is carbon 14 and nitrogen 15. These are the radioactive label compound, and in that precursor is added that is a lysine, and that radioactive labeled lysine, it is inserted, and the position of insertion are 2 and 6 respectively in Nicotiana glauca, Biogenesis result in formation of anabasine alkaloid. So after biogenesis, or the plant will follow the biosynthetic pathway, and the compound which is formed, that is anabasine alkaloid, is formed. With the help of radioactivity determination study, it was proved that the radioactive nitrogen and carbon at 6th position and nitrogen 2nd position respectively. So after that, the radioactivity study is performed, and it will determine or prove that the nitrogen at 2nd and carbon at 6th, carbon 6 and nitrogen 2 at 2nd position respectively. Suppose in the same experiment, when lysine was labeled with radioactive carbon 14 and nitrogen 15 at same position, it was proved that only radioactive carbon and not non-labeled nitrogen was involved in the formation of piperidine ring. So the conclusion of experiment is that it was a radioactive carbon and non-labeled nitrogen was involved in formation of piperidine ring. So this is about the precursor technique. Application: stopping of hordenine production in barley seedlings after 15 to 20 days of germination. For that, this precursor product sequence is used. Applied in study of biosynthesis of morphine and ergot alkaloid. So how the morphine and ergot alkaloids, they are biosynthesized. In that also this precursor product technique is used. So this is about the precursor product technique. If you like my video, please press the like button and subscribe my channel. Thank you.